Hi, Olivia Boudram here, and you're watching Health Before Travel, the channel that helps you to stop and think about your health and safety before your next trip. Today is a sequel to the previous video that I put out in regards to will we or won't we be going on our trip to the Dominican Republic. And that's because of Hurricane Maria. So what was our decision? Did we or didn't we? We ended up not going and taking that trip to the Dominican as we had planned because of Hurricane Maria. We had already made that decision anyways based on who knew what the outcome of whatever was going to happen down there. So we had decided to postpone it, and we have decided we will go in October and we will carry on with our previous plans. So all's good. However, Sunwing had already made that decision for us because they had already put a flight advisory out that they were no longer going to be flying any flights into the Dominican Republic until further notice. And so Sunwing had already taken care of that decision for us. Our agent Manuela at Trip Central, she was there with us all the way. She kept us informed. She kept us up to date with what Sunwing's decisions were. So Sunwing had given us two choices. One was to get a full refund, and the other was to postpone our trip to a later date, but we would have to pay the difference if there was a difference in cost. So we chose, all of us unanimously, to get a full refund, and the whole process from beginning to end was absolutely smooth, and we had no issues whatsoever. So bravo for Sunwing, bravo to Manuela at Trip Central, and their whole system and organization there for getting us the answers that we wanted and making such an unpleasant situation a little bit more bearable. However, of course, we were very disappointed that we didn't get to go. In the meantime, on the other hand, before we even got any of that information, we had all started to check our trip cancellation policies because we all had that already in place. So I just want to add a little caveat to you so that you can take this little bit of information with you. And that is, if there is a travel advisory out there, and maybe the airlines have put that on, the hotels, or even the country that you are traveling to, the policies in most countries will read as long as the government has put out a travel advisory for the country that you will be traveling to. Then your policy will be honored and your trip cancellation will be refunded back the total amount for your entire trip. So pay attention to that. Make sure that if that's in the clause that you actually have it from your government, that there is a travel advisory to the country you're traveling to. I just wanted to add that just so that you have that little piece of knowledge going forward. However, on a little bit more of a somber note, I just wanted to add that our hearts, our prayers, our thoughts, our hugs, and everything goes out to the people that are down in the islands right now who are actually dealing with this second time around catastrophe. Some of the islands, as we know from the news, have been absolutely destroyed. Now, I have a personal interest there. I do have family in Dominica. I do have family in Puerto Rico as well as Guadeloupe. And I am sitting on the edge of my seat right now, worried sick about them. There's lost all communication, and we just don't know what's going on. It's really, really heart-wrenching right now for myself, as well as I'm sure millions of you out there who are away from the scene right now and do have friends or family down there, and just not being able to reach out to them and that. So what I am going to ask from you all right now is, if you could leave comments down below, just sharing how you feel, sending out your prayers, your thoughts, your messages of caring about them right now, because I know after all has settled down, I will be able to forward that to them, and they will feel a lot of warmth, and it's just nice to know that we are thinking of them. Let's put it this way. When we go on vacation, we go down to their islands and we relish in their sun, their beaches, their fun, their free-spiritedness, as well as they are there for us to make sure that we have the best time possible. I feel that right now, when they need us because of what has happened to them, I feel that they need to know that we have not turned our back on them, that we are there for them. If any way that we can help, if any way that we can just share our prayers, our thoughts, anything that we can do right now to say that, you know what, you were there for us when we go down there for our vacations. We'll be there for you now that you are going through this period of destruction and devastation. So please leave your comments down below. I will make sure that each and every one of those comments gets to all of the people down there, especially my family. That would be, I know for a fact that they will absolutely love those comments. As usual, I hope that you got a little bit from this video, because I am here every single week bringing you a little bit of news and a little bit of advice in regards to making sure that the next time that you are organizing your travel plans, that you'll have just a little bit more information to go on. So again, see you again next week. Thank you so much for joining me, and please don't forget to subscribe, because that way you'll be up to date with whatever I have to offer you. Thank you. Have yourself a wonderful week, and bye-bye. Yes, we have relief programs down there. I have actually partaked in one called the GoFundMe. It is at Carib 101, and they have actually started it, and I have contributed to that, as well as we will also be contributing as well.